Josh Robert Thompson, welcome.
Thank you.
To Wheel of the Worst.
Yes.
You finally made it here.
I'm here.
You are here.
And you guys didn't put the thing on just for me.
Oh, you had to bring it up. Jay left the sticker at home. You had a new face on the wheel. We forgot it.
I'll pop a picture of what it's supposed to look like.
Would you please? I came all this way.
We'll do a really good special effect. It'll be there the whole time. Nobody will notice.
I traveled very far
Cut out all this.
for that.
This is the show where the cameramen talk more than the talent.
Yeah, I noticed.
Wow. So, yeah, exactly. Oh, was that, yeah. Cameraman.
You're in frame, motherfucker.
Yeah, let's see how this works out. So you're here.
I'm here.
We recently reconnected because you and I both did voice work on an animated pilot
Right.
called Zach and Doug.
That's it.
And the guy who made that was like, I worked with Josh Robert Thompson. He likes you guys.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh yeah. You
Yeah.
sent us a message in 2017.
I had first DM'd you
Yes.
in 2017, and I said, hey guys, I do a really great George Lucas impression.
Me so happy.
Maybe I could, because, you know, Rich Evans does a really great George. By the way, anytime I would do my George Lucas videos, there would always be a litany of comments underneath that would say, not as good as Rich Evans. So I was very familiar with all of your work.
If you guys combined forces, like, you know, Rich's physicality and your
Oh, like a
impression.
Cyrano de Bergerac kind of.
Right, yes.
But George Lucas?
Right.
So he would be the visual George Lucas, and then I would stand behind Rich?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, how you doing? It's me,
Right.
George. And then he'd have to move his
You
mouth
could have like
that.
remote control too, like with Jeff.
Oh, like Jeff Peterson.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly,
Well, I direct messaged you and said maybe I could do George Lucas sometime, and you said, well, we'll see. It depends on if George is in the news, maybe sometime.
Is that an impression of me?
He's not relevant.
Is that an impression of me?
It's me. Hey. Look at me. Pop, pop, pop. What? That's pretty good. That was good, right? What?
I guess it's hard to judge an impression of yourself. But Rich, what do you think?
Spot on.
Hey, Rich, that great camera work. Bop, 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 bop. I mean, it's
Okay.
it's in progress.
Rich Evans, you
Rich Evans, you oh, you go up on the what?
Okay, I'll take it.
Anyway, I see why you didn't respond.
Yeah. And then it was like, oh my gosh, you would make a great guest. You love B movies. You have
Love
a great B movie
B-movies.
collection.
Yeah,
You-
huge collection. Yeah.
You love. You do voice impressions. You do voice acting. Your interests and your talents line up with all of ours. I was like, this guy would make a great guest.
Yeah.
Then 8 years later, I remembered you because of a little animated cartoon that we were both in. I was
That's
like,
right.
let's finally get this guy on our show.
And you said, that guy would make a great guest. I'll work on it anyway.
But so today we're going to do the Wheel of the Worst.
Oh, I'm so excited. I can't believe I'm standing here with you in front of the Wheel of the Worst. This has been a dream of mine since 2017.
You should dream bigger.
So I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, we're happy to have you
yeah,
here.
Yeah. So how does this work?
This is a collection of bizarro tapes.
Sure, yeah.
Actually, they're all tapes today.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have DVDs on here, but we spin the wheel 3 times, and whatever it lands on, we watch, we talk about it, and we select what is best of the worst.
Got it.
So tape 1, you can start with.
The Magic Video, starring Michael Amar, starring Michael Amar, world sleight of hand champion magician. Wow. I didn't know there was a competition for that.
It's self-declared.
Self-declared?
Yeah.
There's not like a whole group of these guys? A complete introduction into the wonderful world, what am I, Rich Evans over here?
Food safety is Food safety is no mystery. A training program for food service workers. Rich, this is for you. Your next career.
Oh my God, a little late. Mr. T's be somebody or be somebody's fool. That's very important advice. This is from the MCA home video. So this was actually a legit video back in the day.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Distributed all over the world. And there's all his kid friends, his buddies that he hangs out with.
Is that a dog?
That's Be somebody or be somebody's fool. That's really good advice.
Weight training for seniors, also a video for Rich.
Oof. She's kind of hot.
For a senior, she ain't bad.
I might.
He's not so bad himself.
Something about that moderate to light weightlifting that just gets me all prickly hot.
Those 2-pound weights.
Challenging behaviors in young children. Are they challenging the behaviors, or are these looking at challenging behaviors that exhibited in young children?
There's only one way to find out.
Well, and that is true. Techniques and solutions, a guide for parents, a tool for educators. Challenging behaviors.
I've seen a new me, ellipses, risk-free. Styles on video. Okay. She's imagining a new her. And I guess that's her with different hairstyles?
Right, so the same face, is it like computer generated sort of photoshopped imagery? It's probably before that. But
Or does she go into the salon and get different styles? And is this a video about her?
seems excessive.
Is it biographical?
Who is she?
I don't know.
Well, we'll find out, possibly. Action. Oh.
Continue.
Action game series. Indoor games. Hours of fun for rainy days. Featuring Sharon Share. Action games approved by kids. That's important.
That's questionable. And also, only on rainy days?
Hours of fun for rainy days.
I don't trust her.
Approved by kids. Sure, Sharon.
Sure,
Sharon Share.
Sharon.
Sure. Ooh, boy.
It's Party in Rio. Starring Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Is that good?
That's really good.
Yeah.
That's great.
It's me. I'm gonna touch the ladies in the Rio.
What was that?
Yeah.
It sounded like Italian.
Wait,
Is
who's
that
Arnold Schwarzenegger?
your Watto impression?
Yeah.
No, it's Boss Nass.
Boss Nass.
Yeah, is that Arnold Schwarzenegger or Boss Nash?
Lisa going to the Rio.
That's good.
And touching the Charger Peaks. Used to like the Brazilian wax.
So Arnold, he goes down to, there's several of these filthy videos where Arnold goes down to Rio and a whole bunch of things happen and it's all caught on video and I don't know.
You's thinking you's bigger than the Gungans? Mr. liking this.
That is a fantastic Watto impression.
Isn't that good?
That's really good.
Hey, look, Anakin, I sold your mother to slavery or whatever. Wait, is that you? You're a Jedi, that's great.
Pretty good.
Yeah. You captured Watto
Thank you.
almost perfectly.
Thank you. All right.
Speaking of Arnold being a perv, pornography. This is you.
Oh yeah, I liked what
Sorry.
you were. Yeah.
Pornography. Addictive, progressive, and deadly.
No, now you have to do Liam Neeson.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's,
Pornography. Addictive, progressive, and deadly. So deadly.
Pornography, Addictive, Progressive, and Deadly by Dr. James Dobson. Well, if you love pornography, this is the tape for you.
Do you have multiple personality
I
disorder?
do. Yeah.
Something
I
wrong with
certainly
you?
do. Hey.
Where did this guy come from? The loony bin?
I finally got in here, Mom. I'm gonna do just what you told me to do. All right. I'm sorry.
Talk about pornography addiction?
Yeah. I'm here, Mom. I'm getting the help I need.
By Dr. James Jerkoff.
Dr. James Jerkoff. Wow. Edge. Does that say Edge?
That's
the name of the company?
Life on the Edge.
Oh, I thought it just said.
Preparing for the challenges of adulthood. So this must be a series.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. Well, I could use it. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Maybe some of our viewers will get some help as well.
So yeah. This is your tape. You brought
With
this.
a blank.
Well, can you explain this blank?
Well, what would be here? I used to work at Blockbuster Video for many years. I was a senior assistant manager.
Wow.
I was in
Rose
the,
in the ranks.
upper echelon
Yeah.
of the. But we one year we received a new state-of-the-art vacuum cleaner.
Hi, I'm here on behalf of the Blockbuster Entertainment Group to give you some points and tips on the proper use and care of your Carpet Twin vacuum cleaner.
That came to our store, and with it came the Blockbuster Vacuum Cleaner Training Guide, which for some reason I have kept all these many years since I left that store, and I've brought it with me today, and we're going to learn all about how to properly use a vacuum cleaner.
And a classic. A true classic.
Oh my God.
The Magic Star Traveler, which fans of our programming may note that it was on the very, very first wheel of the worst. It's even in the little opening because it was a bizarre tape, and that's kind of how. It's one of the original tapes that kind of started this show.
Really?
I think
Okay.
someone sent that to us, and we have like, what is this? And we put it on a shelf with other what are theys.
Yeah.
And it kind of like turned into let's watch these weird tapes. So will we land on Magic Star Traveler after, I don't know, what, 10 years? How long have we been doing the show? A long time.
Well, should be noted, this is volume 1, and I brought with me today, I think volume 3.
Oh.
So I did bring, I didn't realize this. So
You've seen this?
I've seen volume 3.
Oh, okay.
Which I assume is probably a lot like volume 1.
Hey, anything could be a winner.
It's a real corker. It's a real pot boiler. You're gonna love it.
Anything or anyone could be a winner. Just ask Rich. It is now time to spin the wheel of the worst. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Go at it.
Josh braced himself for the worst. Now he was at the wheel. This was the moment he had been waiting for all his life. Gingerly, but with some force, he moved the creaky wheel.
Pornography! Hey, pornography addiction!
There's a problem that's all too prevalent in our society. It's an addiction that's rarely talked about.
It's people feeling good without God's permission.
Wait till the internet happens, Pastor.
In this program, featuring a riveting interview with serial killer Ted Bundy,
I served on the Attorney General's Commission on Pornography for 18 months. It was one of the most miserable experiences of my life. Our responsibility was to evaluate this stuff and make
Look at so much pornography. It is the worst.
that we had to watch is infinitely worse than this. I won't even describe it to you, but it's...
No, go on. You
I
don't
like
want to
where you're
incriminate
going.
yourself.
It's all at my house right now, so where you can't get it.
is that the guys especially will get addicted to this stuff and start walking down that path.
Wrap it up, pervert. You got other videos to watch.
Nothing about marriage.
I'm cured of my boredom. That was a really fun video.
Boy, oh boy.
Time to spin the wheel for the third time. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I don't know if this is a good.
Give it a good one. Oh my God. Oh my God! Are we watching Carnival in Rio?
Yes, we are going to watch it. the boobies and the buttocks and the women.
This is
big.
This is a long time coming.
Yeah.
Just like them ladies in Rio under Arnold in a dirty bathroom.
We're going to make a powerful enemy today.
True.
Saúde. Okay, saúde. Yeah, power? Health, okay.
The Terminator.
The Terminator.
That's pretty good.
That's really good, yeah.
It's me, Arnold. I'm trying to do the voice.
Are you sick? Are you?
Is that me, Arnold? I'm in a private party in Rio. And I'm gonna touch the boobies.
Wow. It's flawless.
Thank you.
It's really good. That's really good.
Thank you.
Very
you,
good.
everyone.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow.
Let's go.
Yeah, right.
He's gonna dance. Mr. Universe.
Oh!
Okay. So they called him Mr. Universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has to be pre-Terminator then.
It feels kind of 70s with the clothing, so it's like
Yeah,
very
maybe like
early 80s.
Early
Yeah.
80s, yeah,
Yeah.
right?
Probably like 81 or
Just
something.
a hair over.
Come here. Let me show you.
He's got the bell bottoms. They're a little out of style. Just.
Yeah. Bring someone over for me to grow.
Wow.
This is fantastic. Yeah, all three of you. Yeah, look at me.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh no! No grabby.
I don't know her. Oh, yeah, she doesn't look too happy about it.
No, she's having a great time. Come on. Oh!
You're all like, watch it.
That one's running away.
Come here. Wait a minute.
Oh, Lord.
Oh! Look at me. I've got her. Jesus.
This is like a classic wheel. Just a night of frauds.
Yeah, there's a theme of disgust, embarrassment.
You know something's wrong when the Arnold Schwarzenegger groping strangers is the least sleazy movie we watched.
Oh God!
What do you mean? What are you talking about? This is great.
No, this was we descended into the dark side of humanity. A lot of really disturbed folks in all of these videos, really.
Yeah, morally disturbed,
yeah.
mentally disturbed, Arnold's.
Arnoldly disturbed.
Arnoldly disturbed.
Utterly disturbed. It's the best kind of disturbed you can be, right? I mean, love
He's
it.
just so happy.
Of course.
Yeah.
He had a great time in Rio.
Yes.
I don't think he broke any laws, but he had a great time.
He had a great time.
He really did.
It's just a night that's sure to get us demonetized.
Everybody's just being themselves.
Yeah.
Well, that really is the through line here, Rich, is everyone in these videos is just doing what they feel is right. You know, and they believe it strongly.
Airbrushed fantasy.
In every facet of the word. And we've learned a lot about them and ourselves.
And scene.
Thank you, everybody. Have a nice night.
What was our first film was Pornography Addiction.
Yeah.
Rich.
That's where a disgusting pastor tells a bunch of kids that pornography is wrong and it's a gateway drug to being a serial killer because he
And
had
a child molester.
and a child molester because he had an interview with Ted Bundy when Ted Bundy was willing to say anything to potentially get a pardon or a stay of execution.
Wow, so much cynicism.
All of the cynicism.
Ted Bundy had found Jesus, and he,
I definitely believe it.
I think he was saying anything to that pastor. It wasn't a priest. It should have been a priest. Like, I'm going to give you, like, absolve you of all your sins. You know, but it was like that filthy pastor was just using Ted Bundy to convince children not to look at porno.
You looked up, this was like a repurposed video. There was a separate video that was just the Ted Bundy interview.
That's right.
And then they tacked on this opening and ending where he's speaking to like 700 children in a small room.
They're teens.
About, yeah.
High school age, past puberty.
Yes,
For sure curious. Remember that one kid asked, he's like, what do I do if my friend has a big collection of hardcore porn? And
Yes.
What do we do? What can we do about a friend who's in the percentage of hardcore?
Yeah.
Go over his house.
Yeah.
Go to his house and
Asking for a friend.
yeah.
Like, let's say, like, hypothetically, like a buddy of mine, I'm just saying, like a friend of mine, I don't actually know him that well, but what if he has like 100 or so porn tapes?
68.
Like, what?
It should be an oddly specific number.
I mean, I'm just saying, I don't know. It seems like there's that many.
He looked like a pervert.
Should I go over there and watch them with him, or?
He had a whole, he had a theory that he drew out on the chalkboard. The idea being that
It was on a chalkboard, so it must be real.
it's true.
It was a mathematical equation
Yes.
that he explained what softcore was.
Right.
And then, of course, hardcore.
That leads to that.
That was that,
Right.
yes. And then right after that was that wall.
There was
it was
that-
like a wall.
that wall of
and
fire.
Then it was like once you go over that, like literally, like anything could happen. You could not molest kids get into
Perversion.
Perversion.
It
CP.
landed just general perversion
That's
is
it,
what he
yep.
said.
CP.
Because that's how it works. If you watch porn, you just become a pedo.
You could become a PDF.
You can become a PDF file.
We have to. God, every word here.
I
has
know,
gotta-
that's what I'm
has
saying.
gotta
We're
go.
screwed with this one.
Sex with animals, horrible stuff. Homosexual violence. Again, I don't
That
even
woman's
wanna
had enough of
describe
this.
for you all the stuff that we had to watch, but it is now an
He keeps bringing this up. He seems
Oh, I want to see it. I want to see it. Describe it. Describe it.
I hope you didn't watch one of the videos I was in. Can I say real quick? I quickly looked at this in the beginning. Okay, now I have to find out eventually if I'm crazy.
Yeah. Oh, you mean you previewed it ahead of time?
Because yes, I previewed it ahead of time just to make sure, And then the guy he's like, softcore, hardcore. I'm like, he's writing hardcore on the chalkboard, and then the camera zoomed in, and there was like a puppet in the crowd, and it was like a purple, and it had like it was like a big bird but purple, and it was like, whoa.
I saw no puppet. I have no idea
And I was
what
like,
you're
oh my
talking
God,
about.
there's a puppet there. That's really inappropriate. These kids are too old for puppets. And then it cut back, and then he's like, I interviewed serial killer Ted Bundy. And I was like, sold. This is off the rails already, sold. It's on the wheel. And
Nary a puppet was seen.
What were you drinking when you screened this?
I thought I saw a puppet in the crowd.
That's why we watched it. And then it turns out that 90% of it is just a Ted Bundy interview.
Yeah, which was interesting.
I mean, it was a piece of legitimate history that we've now watched on the wheel of
His
the
very
worst.
last interview, he was executed hours later, apparently.
I'm pretty sure I've watched that interview before, minus the bookend stuff with the kids.
Right. But now you feel
Just more disgusted
Yeah.
even than I did the first time I
Sure.
saw the video.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we should talk about the very opening of the video.
Yes.
It starts with rock climbing, as all videos about pornography addiction do.
Right, and I thought they were going to, at first I thought they were going to excavate or find some ancient pornographic scrawlings.
Like David Attenborough would say, over here you see these children, and here's a large penis, a phallic symbol going into the cave.
But it was just, was it a metaphor for, was it just extra footage they had of rock climbing?
Overcoming pornography addiction.
That's
it's a metaphor.
That's what that is. That's the
Yes.
metaphor.
Either that or they're just stranding the kids on the top of the mountain so they can go cold turkey.
That's right.
For pornography.
That's what we decided.
One or the other.
Go through porn withdrawals.
I gotta get out of here, I need porn.
They were going for the metaphor. We saw it as erotic.
Hey Marilyn, how you doing over here?
Pretty
You
good.
about ready to go?
Remember, he's like, come here, gal, and she had like Daisy Duke shorts on, and she had like a chastity belt on, and he's like, let me start feeding this rope up through.
That's right. Yeah.
This is gonna be a little bit harder than anything you've done before, but I think you're gonna be able to do it.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
I think I'll be able to.
And then she's like climbing, and there's like shots of like her ass.
Fantastic ass.
The favorite part of the human
Look at
body.
her, she's
And
so
it's
hot.
like the top of the rock is called the climax. That's what we gotta achieve today.
Right.
It was very sexual in nature. got me
Rock hard.
No, it was great. It was great.
And he will grab that, and it will become very much a part of him and will be there for the rest of his life.
When are you going to let my friends down from that mountain? I want to get out of here.
And then we dissolve to the room with the gigantic fireplace behind him.
And apparently a puppet.
How does a man, particularly, who didn't start out this way, develop a great excitement for children?
And there's a puppet in that room somewhere. It's like, where's Waldo? You got to find it. But that's where the rest of the video is him there, aside from the Ted Bundy interview. And he had a very specific way of speaking that was very engaging.
So that you begin with soft core pornography. That's Playboy.
How do you know all this?
Airbrushed nudity, it's things like that. They call it softcore pornography. It's not illegal. It's available everywhere.
Where?
In fact,
everywhere.
Specifically where?
Everywhere.
I find it fascinating that the process, the way that it works is, you start with softcore pornography. That is the gateway immediately to much harder stuff, then through the wall of fire, then to general perversion. It's just sort of a generic perversion, of which there could be many things. And then that most likely leads to death.
Oh, that was the final.
That's the final thing.
Yeah.
There's no other way around
Well, there's
it.
a fork in the road. I mean, they all do lead to death.
They
but
do.
You become a serial killer or you just die.
That's it. You become a serial killer or you die.
Yeah.
and I ask you to look around and select the future mass murderer out of this bunch, you would not have picked Ted Bundy. He looked like Joe College. He sounded
like Joe College.
He was quite handsome.
It's soft, tender hands and
Chiseled jaw.
If I succumb to these types of perversions, I would maybe want him to be my boyfriend.
Or my whore. My boy whore. What?
He's a self-righteous jackass telling other people how to live their life when he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
It's completely unscientific.
Right.
He pulls out Ted Bundy as an example, and Ted Bundy is coerced into saying that he looked at porno when he was younger, right?
Right.
Where did it start?
Where? He really sank his teeth into that one.
Yeah.
Where?
To wake up in the morning and realize what I had done, and with a clear mind and all my essential moral and ethical feelings intact.
Let's take it again, but this time get to the porn stuff right at the top. You're kind of dancing around it. I want to really make sure we're clear on that.
I don't care about anything you've done.
Yeah,
I really don't.
Yeah,
I
I
just
get
want
it.
to
Like,
exploit
I get
you.
it. I totally
Get
get
to
it,
the
man.
porn.
He didn't pull the successful doctor who also looked at porno, as he used Ted Bundy as his control.
Well, he's never looked at porno, definitely.
He hasn't,
Just
no.
absolutely not.
Well, no, he has for research.
Oh, yeah, he did
That's
for,
part of his
for
job.
research. He had a job for 18 months
That's
working for,
right.
like the government or something.
That's right. And he looked at all types.
Yes. He
Just
looked
to
at
make
everything.
sure that you know what it's all about. He did that so you don't have to.
The perversions. He
That's
saw
right.
it all.
of it.
Out of the population, how many people looked at porno? How many turned into serial killers?
He just
One.
says a percentage. He doesn't actually give you
Yeah.
a percentage of mostly males. He kept hitting that fact.
I mean, that's probably true.
No details, just
Probably.
a percentage.
A percentage of males.
Although he did give a specific percentage later in the video.
Well, that one I really like because he claimed that the adult, I guess the pornographic industry was run, I think 80% of it, he said. Specifically 80% was run by the mafia.
Yes.
If people like Ted Bundy do the things that they do, how come hardcore pornography is so available to the public?
Because there's tremendous money to be made from it. The mafia controls 85% of it.
I'm sorry, what?
Think about that. And they don't pay taxes on it.
What?
Most of that money is made through video booths.
Say the mafia.
The mafia
controls-
owns 80% of
porn.
porn, and they don't pay taxes on it.
Excuse me. Here's what I want you to do. Joey, take this soft core and you're going to start at the schools. Just drop it off. Leave it at the car wash, the do-it-yourself car wash. Just let that spread a little bit. That's going to take him to the next level. That's where we come in, that XXX shit, you know what I mean? Then there's two ways they can go. Fucking serial killer, they work for us, or they fucking die. That's it. 80% of the gross is ours. I don't care where or what. Fucking get that shit out there. Make that money.
We worked in the government. He worked in the government as a porn researcher for probably some kind of outfit that was funding that research so that they could determine whether or not it was a First Amendment issue. Because remember, he was arguing with the ACLU lawyer who quote unquote said that distributing and creating child prawn what should be a First Amendment right, and it should be able to be sold.
People
and bought.
have definitely said that.
Yes, someone from the ACLU definitely said that. He didn't throw in that word child in front of prom.
That's right.
Can we say prom from now on?
Sure.
Just so we don't get demonetized.
Prawn addiction.
Yeah.
I mean,
I love these shrimp. They're so good. We run 80% of that too. We got 80% of the prawns.
I think demonetization is probably inevitable.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll make a chalkboard and we'll lay out the path to demonetization.
Yeah.
And it's just this episode equals, that's it. There's no longer path.
Maybe just every time we say porn, just bleep it out with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Go, blah! Child. Child.
I love it. I love the perversions. I love to go through the wall of fire, and then there's the perversions, and then you die. But before that, you have a great time. You know, pick your poison. Have a great time. Who cares? You know.
Arnold hosting this.
Oh my God.
That's something.
Hi, I'm
But
Arnold
still doing the
Schwarzenegger. Right.
Yeah.
Hua.
Who needs pornography? You just take any woman you want
Of
at any
course.
time.
You don't need to look at pictures like an idiot. Get yourself a real woman. Come to Rio and just grab it off the streets. They're waiting for you. It's like picking fruit from a tree. I love it. I love it.
Absolutely horrified that I was capable of doing something like that.
In fact, it's good you killed those women. They might have ended up in porn. Now they're with Jesus.
You did a service as far as I'm concerned. You're on the right side.
Maybe I'm naive, but I just don't see the connection. Ted Bundy is a serial killer because he is born that way as a sociopath. He did not look at
Fear tactics to control people's thoughts. I don't like pornography. Pornography will turn you into Ted Bundy, so don't do it.
Yeah, that's it.
Why does
Doesn't
the
matter.
pastor not like?
Does
Does he really believe it's a gateway to becoming a and or a serial killer?
I don't know, and I don't care.
What would be his motive? What would be his motive?
I don't know what any of their motives are.
Is it like the kids will start getting into porn and then leave the church?
Well, I think that's probably it. Yeah.
The secret, the real motivation.
That's
is what
probably it.
What I'm asking. Yeah.
I think I know, because he mentions at some point that even married couples who've been together, but he's talking about the man. But I think what maybe happened to him is that his wife got a hold of some of these magazines and realized that she wasn't being satisfied by the good doctor preacher.
Did it have Mr. Universe in it?
Exactly. Look at me. Look at this.
She's down there partying in Rio now.
Yeah. She ran away to Rio with Arnold.
With Arnold Schwarzenegger.
My wife left me. And I think that maybe is what happened. And so he's decided I'm gonna launch this crusade against pornography.
And then Pornhub came out, and everyone became a serial killer and died.
That's right. They all died. And by the way, you're not getting that wife back, Dobson. You know you did what you could.
She belongs to Arnold now.
She belongs to me now. Yeah. Come with me to the jungle. Come on.
Come on. Dobson's
beautiful
wife.
woman.
Do it
You
now.
don't want to rot away in that house with that evil man. I will show you.
He has weird hair. It says W's weird.
He's an idiot. He blows wind when he speaks. It's horrible. Put on the sparkly dress for me. I will show you. I will show you a life better than this.
You know, Dobson, you're never getting that wife back. Dobson's 88 years old now. There's a number for you, Dobson. There's a factual number for you. 88. That's
88?
your age.
Can you imagine being Dobson and just like clicking on the computer, going to Pornhub and just being like, like I tried.
Yeah.
Like all I had to worry about back then was a couple of magazines
Right.
and some video cassettes.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's these kids on their phones. He's just like walking around the park and the kids, well, I tried, Lord. I tried.
What a waste.
What a waste.
There's so much porn on the World Wide Web.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
Wide Web.
Just give it 20 years. All these kids will be Ted Bundys.
Maybe instead of all that, he should focus on himself, get a new wig, and just call it a day.
Maybe you should
Focus
go to
on the
Carnival in
family.
Rio. Go down to Rio.
Go down to
Just
Rio.
go down
It'll
to
change your
Rio,
entire
Dobson.
attitude.
Have some fun.
Trust me. It'll change your life.
Can you imagine? This could happen. Arnold is still alive.
Yeah.
Dobson is still
Right.
alive. Arnold and Dobson get on a plane and go to Rio.
This
and
is
they party. And Dobson just lets it loose. And he's like grabbing
Yeah.
ass on the stage.
Dobson, go ahead, do it. Don't worry. They don't care. They don't care.
That's not
fine.
real people. It's Brazil.
But then he becomes a serial killer.
Right. In Brazil.
In Brazil.
Yes.
World's most famous Brazilian serial
He
killer.
goes right through that firewall.
Right.
Right into.
Straight into it, yeah.
This Dobson has become a killer.
Dobson.
It's my
I
fault.
have to stop him. I've created the monster.
Now that's a plot, yeah.
Right.
We've got to take out Dobson.
It's hard to talk about all these years later because it revives in me all those terrible feelings and those thoughts that I have.
Now, what was that, Ted?
What was that? Was that the evil wind?
Demon wind.
The demon wind.
Rio, one of the most beautiful cities in the world. It's hard to find more gorgeous mountains, beaches, and women anywhere. Sierra? How do you say it?
Party in Rio is a young Arnold Schwarzenegger, as cuddly as a big old muscle-bound teddy bear, taken to the streets of Rio during their Carnival festival, which apparently goes on for weeks. It's weeks and weeks of dancing. Just
Well, it didn't
hours.
go on that long until Arnold got
Well,
involved,
we
yeah.
decided that Arnold came to town and made demands. He now holds control over the people of Rio.
And so if you do not keep dancing, then I will kill you all. I will destroy all your buildings. Come on, keep dancing, goddammit.
Tell them that I want to thank them
Ele quer agradecer a vocês
for the fantastic performance
pela fantástica apresentação.
and for showing me the nice punta. It was the best interview.
Get out of here.
Oh
Take
no!
them all back to America so I can show them my friends what Rio has to offer. Thank you.
Okay. Ooh.
My friends will get jealous after this.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh.
But it's Playboy Arnold. This is Arnold really at the height of his early power, coming off of Mr. Universe and
Mr. Olympia and all this, and huge bodybuilder, and
he looks, he's young, he's in great shape, and he is never without some beautiful woman on his arm, teaching him how to say different words.
Yeah.
But then he also teaches one of them how to
He has his
speak
first lady.
English.
They're in the nightclub.
Yeah.
And there's women like doing some kind of samba or some kind of Brazilian dance. And he's like, I don't know.
That's a word they say.
He's talking about it, and the lady's that's his like guide, and then it changes to a different lady, There's that
His
scene where
virgin sacrifice.
Yeah, she's getting dressed and she's like, "Who is this? Is this a different woman? What? Oh, that's not his guide. The guide is helping him dress."
This is the virgin sacrifice.
She's gonna get railed by Arnold. Trying to get cocaine.
They're gonna
binge.
tie her up between two pillars. Arnold's just gonna walk up. He's just gonna start groping at her.
You're for me.
I take you into the jungle.
And she never returned. She
She's
was
been
brave.
preparing her whole life for this moment. Now I will take her into the jungle. Now the final step is her crown.
And then she takes over.
Right.
The other I don't know what happens to her.
Yeah, it loses control.
Well, the
after
first
that.
woman, it seemed like almost like a 20 minutes. It seemed like a news program. The way they had them mic'd from far away.
Right.
Arnold is sitting off to the side of the stage watching the entertainment, but pretending to have a serious conversation with this woman, whom he's very close to. He's getting really near physically.
Well, tell me more about what happens here, and the butts and the boobies and all that. What's another word for boobies and butts? You know,
It's a lot of that.
She teaches him his first word, which is the toast.
That's right.
To good health or something.
Yeah.
Right.
And then he's invited on stage to grope the women.
Then it really takes off.
Yeah.
Then it's just...
That's when you get there's lots of shots, especially the first half of women looking slightly uncomfortable.
He's like a big friendly dog.
Yes.
But you can't get him to stop humping people's legs.
Right.
And for some reason, it's okay.
And they're, if the dog's humping your leg, you're uncomfortable with it. But he's just a big friendly dog. He doesn't understand what he's doing.
But Arnold also muscles his way into a lot of other activities happening.
It's a graceful martial art that seems almost like a dance, but none of those moves are as easy as they look.
He's gonna come in and ruin it. They're a little cultural thing. He just comes in and
gonna start grabbing
Let me try it. I want to turn. Watch out. Look at this shit. All right. Let me assess the situation here. I think I can totally do this. Yeah, I like that. Wow. Get this guy out of here, though.
Why is he wailing?
You think it's funny trying to kick me like that?
He interrupts a lot of street performers, for example.
Yes.
He just takes over everything. So these couple of people are doing these interesting dances out on the street, and Arnold is like,
Let me get in on this. Show me more.
and of course he wants nothing to do with the guy that's dancing. He immediately talks to the young woman and picks her up and begins to do, everything is Arnold dancing and participating.
He's indulging in the culture.
Yes.
Yes, now I look like an Indian.
Appropriation is fun.
But I think my favorite part is when Arnold dresses up for the.
Oh right.
It's almost like a masquerade in a
like
sense.
Mardi Gras.
It's Mardi Gras. There's
He puts on the feathers on his arm. He's like, "Do these things work?"
Does it work? Can I fly like a bird? Look, it's working. I said it's working. Pretend it's working.
They all have to agree that Arnold's levitating, and
Or he'll eat one of them.
Yeah, I'll eat you. And I think he does eat the second woman, the young woman whose whole life has been preparing for this sacrifice.
Yeah, we keep intercutting between
Yes.
Arnold getting feathers on,
Yeah.
and her preparing in a separate room, putting on a little tiara.
Very purposeful editing happening there. But as you said, Jay, the look on this woman's face is of pure sadness and distress. At one point, one of them looks directly at the camera. I think it may even be her, as if to say, "Help me, just help me."
Yeah, it's like an extreme close-up
Yes.
too.
I mean, it's a really true, very realistic look of absolute pain and fear.
And he doesn't care. He's there to absorb and consume their culture.
Yeah.
And just like a wrecking ball.
To excess everything.
He doesn't care.
Yeah.
He's not observing tastefully. He's getting into it. And I guess there's a party.
Well,
sure.
But
he is their god. I mean, he's come down from that mountain and he is, honoring them with his presence.
And
they are
they
all
must
in fear.
perform the week-long ceremony
right.
every year in order to appease the beast.
That's the thing.
Dawn comes, and then daylight, and the parade continues. 36 hours after it started, it hasn't slowed down a bit. If anything, the costumes are flashier and the floats are more spectacular in the morning sun.
How are we going to possibly go for that long? It's just an endless parade of people?
If you know that your city is in threat of being totally decimated by me, you will go for as long as I tell you, goddammit. Even you, Mike, will be on the float wearing glittery clothes and all that, and have your boobies exposed. And I'll go, yes, Mike, more. And you will dance 36, 48 hours if I want. Oh, my God. An entire week. And you smile the whole time, goddammit.
Oh, and we decided that because of that, out of all of this came his famous catchphrase from Terminator.
I'll be back.
But he says it to the people.
I will be back. He says the whole, I will be back. So make sure that you're ready for me.
That was the full line. Went way too long. But when he was making Terminator, he, I guess, regaled James Cameron with the story.
Once I was in Rio, every year I go back there, and I have these people under my thumb that's terrified of me.
Is that right, Arnold?
It's great, Jim. I go dance for me, and they do all this shit. It's 2 weeks.
Dance for 48 hours straight.
And I say, I will be back. And
See, that's not bad. We should have your character do that.
I mean, maybe we'll see. Maybe we'll try it. I don't know.
This is what you do during the day. You gotta recharge, so you can party at night.
Come on, further out. Come on. Come on. To the deepest part of the ocean. Come on. Don't be scared. Come on.
That was that.
That's it.
That's it.
This is early 80s Arnold. He obviously worked on his English and his, over the years. This was sort of the early days of that. But I love that you're getting narrator Arnold.
Yeah.
Who's telling you a lot of things happening. And it's very, very funny.
Who may or may not be getting drunk throughout the course of the
Yes.
recording session.
Yes.
Oh,
There's one part when one of
ordering milkshakes.
The milkshakes,
scene.
that's the best.
Well, I was thinking of his voiceover during one of the nighttime party scenes. He starts to slur, and I couldn't even tell what he was saying.
The Brazilians wash it down with caipirinhas, a very lethal mixture of sugarcane rum and lime juice. And after all that, Billy and I were still ready to rock out a little bit into a little disco.
He's getting drunk throughout the course of this recording session.
The HIV just running rampant.
Yeah.
Here at the Carnival.
Before everybody knew.
Yeah, who cares? Let yourself go. I'm impervious to all this shit.
Drink my own urine.
Right.
Keep dancing, goddammit. I see you slowing down. Don't slow down over there. Hey, I'm serious.
He's clearly intoxicated at the local outdoor restaurant.
Yeah.
And he's ordering milkshakes, and he's like
At the watermelon
and
restaurant.
he's saying strange things like, "I only make $5 a week.
Oh, that part.
I don't have
Yeah.
any money." And he's being he's bragging.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Oh." And then
That's when he's joined by Willie Ames.
remember
Willie
bites?
Ames.
Remember bites? Teach me a word in your language.
Well, that's a different scene.
I
There's
know.
the outdoor thing.
I'm just talking about his oral fixation on
okay.
women, and he's like,
It's biting.
What? That's your first word?
Biting.
It's biting.
Biting.
Good. Then the next one is
"Put the straw in your mouth."
Put the string in your mouth.
The string from
on
the
these
hat.
beads.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't
Yes.
wear the beads. Put the string on the end of the beads in your mouth.
And she's like, that's the one who looks at the camera.
Yes.
She goes like this, and she's like,
She loves it.
She
She's
has
having
no
fun.
idea why he wants her to put the
Right.
string in his
None.
mouth. We know why.
we all know why.
But she's a little confused and a little uncomfortable.
No, but the milkshake scene with Willie Ames, the guy who looks like Willie Ames, is out of control because it's just.
We do milkshake. Do you have milkshakes?
It just goes on and
Here,
on.
something like this: milk
Wait.
and ice cream and.
Do you remember when he's on the beach?
Yeah.
And the blonde walks up to him. That's the same blonde, right?
Oh,
And
maybe.
He's like, take off your clothes, let's go in the ocean. And
Right.
And then they're like, that's when he's working out.
Right.
So I think.
Oh, that's when the child dies.
Oh, he died! My God, it was a long fall for that kid.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm not helping. Here, do like this. An easy one for you, dummy. There you go. Now wait. Let me come around the other side.
Oh my God!
The child falls
He's
off
on the
balance
bars and he
beam
falls.
and is never seen again.
Who cares? Look at me.
Goes right in the sand.
Oh my God, my son!
It doesn't matter. Look at me. Do you want all your people to die?
Here's my theory. Arnold runs into that lady on the beach. Remember, he's doing the pull-ups, and you
Yes.
said it was staged.
Yeah.
She walks by, and she's like, ooh, and he, like, take off your clothes, let's go in the water, and they play around, and then the producer's like, come back later. She said, I'll come back, but I'm bringing my boyfriend, Willie Ames, with me.
Right.
Because this big muscle-bound creep from Austria, I'm scared of.
Right.
But I'll take your 20 American dollars
Right.
to show up again.
That's right.
But Willie Ames is coming with me because I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, because he's kind of hanging around.
He's
Yeah, they don't
all of a
introduce
sudden,
him.
He's just hanging around.
Who's this asshole? Get him out
Yes,
of here.
Arnold does not want any competition.
Garçon, Por favor, garçon. A milkshake. Milkshake. Okay? Chocolate.
Where is it?
The grande. Forte. Okay? What do you want? What do you want? No musculosa.
No,
Four. Chocolate? Milkshake?
Oh, this is a mess.
What? How do you say milkshake?
Who's that guy?
I don't know.
It's Willie Ames from
Bible man himself?
Yeah.
We cannot afford 2 drinks, so we only can buy 1. So we have to drink together from this drink, okay? Because I only make $20 a month, and so
I think he's joking.
He wants to share
It's a little joke, I only make $20 a month, so.
we have to share the cigar. Tell her we have to share the cigar too. I can't afford 2 cigars.
Oh, he's getting drunk and creepy.
I
Oh,
can't
that's a
afford-
creepy face.
I only make $20 a month.
Oh, look at He's looking at her
like-
mouth.
Perfect.
Listen, go over there. Put this string in your mouth. This is great. Listen, I only get paid $20 a month for this, so. Hey, more milkshakes for all these girls.
They never got the milkshake.
Never.
And
Bullshit.
it's creepy, but I want to say he ordered the milkshakes for a very obvious reason.
Because it brings all the boys to the yard?
It's similarity to enemies. A giant glass of snowy enemies to see it dripping out of their mouth and
Oh
putting
my God.
straws
I
in their
like
mouth.
when the cream drips
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
All the girls have milkshakes.
Right.
Look at, some on your chin. Oh, oopsie.
Exactly.
This is great. I only make $2 a month. It's crazy.
No, his premise was he a terrible joke about. So they went to this marketplace. Obviously, they had no idea what they were going to get. The director was like, "This is going to be gold. Arnold, just go wild."
What's the director?
Seth something?
Shep.
Yeah.
How are you, Arnold? This is beautiful. God, you look great today. Lots of jokes. Do the milkshake thing. They love that.
Well, just keep rolling. It's cinema verite.
But his whole premise was, I can only afford 1 milkshake for all of us.
Something.
But
No,
then
for
bring,
him and the girl.
For him and the girl, but then bring more milkshakes.
Bring all the milkshakes.
So now I
to
have
the yard,
money.
Yeah. But then they cut to. He's like, oh, it's so much carbs and sweets. Then they cut to the real food.
Yeah.
Which was all the brown meats on
Oh,
the plate.
yeah.
All brown.
He's
Just
like,
a plate of
beans and
brown.
meats.
Right.
The Brazilians traditionally have fish water every Wednesday and Saturday. I guess this must be
Recommended by RFK Jr.
It's important for you to have a diet of fish water and meat that's all the same color.
That was before they danced. So he had the energy. He could refuel with brown meats and beans.
You know who else could have narrated
place
this?
would be great.
David Attenborough.
I was thinking,
The creature needs high protein diet to restore his energy.
The beast.
We needed the unattached, disassociated British anthropologist.
It is here that the great Austrian finds his way to the dinner. What an illustrious buffet of brown-colored meats and sauces and beans. It is then he will replenish his energy and dance for a full 36 hours. At the end of the evening, when all the meats have been consumed and all the people are exhausted from dancing, they will shit their brains out and sleep for a week. Until the terrible god returns and demands that they begin dancing once more.
Come on, goddammit! There's no excuse.
There's no excuse.
Every year, this Austrian oak returns to Rio to torture the good people of this village.
That's a great point. Now, we need to now go record that and then have a
alternate audio
special video of just that, yeah.
We'll just put headphones on you in the booth and you just go out.
Oh, I'm ready.
Just
I'm
narrate
ready.
it as is.
It's much more appealing than Arnold's.
You do an Arnold commentary too, and
have him chime in. Because have you ever heard?
We need a special edition DVD where whoever
absolutely.
puts it out puts us in charge of all the bonus features.
This unique mating ritual where the female teaches the male how to speak her language. And then the male, who has very little mastery over his own language, teaches her how to speak his.
I teach you some English.
It ends very awkwardly with a jump cut to the ocean and bare bosoms.
Well, after he shoves something in her mouth, of
Yeah,
course.
bite. What is it? Bite.
It's biting.
Here's the word bite.
Oh, that's when they're at the dinner.
Yeah.
And the guy comes over.
It's just a big watermelon with booze in it, and then more booze. And then he's like, here's coconuts also with booze.
Yeah.
Great. This food is bullshit. I want all similar colored meats and foods. Let's go.
I just love the idea of Arnold having control over that entire town. I love that he is a true god there.
Complete rampage.
Yeah, Rich, you even mentioned one of the women, the idea of like a Fay Ray King Kong situation where they tie her up, the one they're offering as a sacrifice, and he eats her because she doesn't come back later.
She's gone. I ate her. What do you mean? Keep dancing, goddammit.
A very exhausting video, too much dancing. I mean, 36 hours is a long time. I mean, they seem like wonderful people. There's one section in there, very short, that does get into the culture and the music and how hard they train before this event. It was the only part where you could glean any useful information.
Right.
Everything else is just bare breasts and Arnold eating food and feeding food to other people. I think it's a masterpiece.
And you're exhausted by the end of it. As exhausted as everyone looks at the end of this.
It's true, except for Arnold.
Yeah, he never
He
lets
just
up.
can't stop.
I'm fine. Let's go. Let's do another one.
Before I go back to the United States, I would like you to teach me one more thing in Portuguese. How do you say goodbye?
Beijo.
Beijo. Yes.
Abraço.
Abraço. Yes.
E tudo de bom pra você.
Tudo de bom pra você.
Pra você.
Pra você. Tudo de bom pra você.
And cut!
That was great. Okay, now we have sex. How do we do this? How do you say blow me in your language?
No, Arnold, no, we're good. We're wrapped.
No, I want to know. Tell me. But demonstrate how you do with the hugging and all that. Demonstrate. Great.
Shep Morgan.
Shep Morgan. That was right on the money.
Yeah. Shep Morgan. Yeah.
Shep, did we get it, Shep? Did we get it?
We got Arnold. You were fantastic. That bit you did with the E.T. mask was great.
Oh, look at this here. Look at the E.T. E.T. Yeah.
Oh boy. It's time to pick the best of the worst. Now, remember, everybody, this is for any reason whatsoever that you decide the film's best of the worst.
Yeah.
Rich.
Rich is bracing himself for Mike's answer.
I don't care. I have to give it to Party in Rio. The meta story of this basically being like a King Kong tale of a village trying to stop the monster from ravaging them is amazing. And your commentary throughout it, that was an amazing viewing experience. I need to thank you for that.
Wow.
I laughed harder than I have in a while.
It's a very unique situation. We happened to land on an Arnold Schwarzenegger Carnival in Rio film while we have a fantastic world-class Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonator.
Wow.
And we were going to rig it.
Right, that's true.
We were going
that's
to
true.
rig the spin.
It was
but
organic.
We landed on it anyway.
We legitimately
Every
landed on
film
it.
was organically landed on. And yeah, I'm also all in on Carnival in Rio. Of course, no. Double no.
Same, yeah. I would recommend everybody watch Party in Rio, but specifically only if you're watching it with someone who does a really good Arnold Schwarzenegger impression.
That's the only way that you
That's
can.
the only way.
Yeah. I sort of, over the years, have sort of fully understood or gotten to know the personality
How
of
he
Arnold.
speaks.
And and I used to do that on Howard Stern. That's how I started on the Howard Stern show, calling in just cold. Hi, Howard, how are you? And saying these ridiculous things and improvising for a whole segment.
Didn't you like fool George Takei thinking that it was Arnold?
That was the second day of the Stern show being on Sirius XM.
Oh, wow.
Day 2. And George Takei was in the show as the announcer. And I called in and said, okay, I'll make the gay marriage bill legal. Unfortunately, my pen was not working that day, so I could not do it. Oh, Arnold, you're being so flip about this.
But I got to say something. We're going to pass a bill out here that will not allow Mexican women or Asians to drive cars anymore because I can't stand this shit.
Wait a minute. Did I hear you right? Did I hear you say that you will sign the bill if it's passed again?
Now that's big news.
Yeah. Why not?
George,
You did say you will sign it.
Why not? Sure.
We got
Listen,
that commitment from you.
I'm
And you're not
perfect.
being flip and frivolous.
But I also love this one the most because it is an Arnold that I miss. It is a specific era of Arnold after the bodybuilding days and just before he became an international superstar as
He
an
wouldn't
actor.
make this after that.
No.
Arnold being himself.
That's why it's lovely. I mean, it is a time capsule for sure. It's of a time. Even the way it's shot. I was remarking that when I used to look at my dad's old Penthouse magazines in the early 80s, every single picture has that soft focus. And it is all over this. Only in one specific spot where it clearly cuts to the footage that was pre-produced and filmed later.
Those are like the masturbatory sections.
Oh, yeah. The topless woman on the beach.
Right.
It's like
It
pointless.
does come back, though, in the restaurant scene.
It
That
does.
was
You're
shot
right.
with that
You're right.
weird-
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
Just that one scene, though. It's very weird.
It reminds me of when I was a kid renting videos like Candid Camera, which when I was young was very exciting for me because it was like, hi, I'm Alan Funt. Today this woman's window washing with no top on. Watch how this man's wife reacts. Oh boy. And then people getting divorced and murdering each other for real. But it sort of feels like it does belong in that era of those tapes that I used to rent. So it was kind of comforting and it ended right at the exact perfect moment. Even Rich had mentioned, God, I'm exhausted. When is this over? And that's exactly when it ended.
If it went on for another 15 minutes,
Yes.
it would be like, come on.
So it
wrap
doesn't
up.
overstay its welcome. It's beautifully shot. There's a lot of great Arnold hijinks. High marks. These other two, way too long, lots of filler and bullshit. Both of them pure propaganda. Yes. Both of them are cultish in their separate ways. And not enjoyable watching experience at all.
What does love mean?
Airbrushed fantasy.